These ladies have come from Providence, Rhode Island, with their amazing good looks and their incredible ability to kick ass. They are your 2011 Rhode Island Riveters. High five, crazy dudes. 90 miles per hour. Number 7, she is the Fury. Alternate road of perdition, manager Jenna Von Diesel, Buddy Smalls as your coach. They are your 2011 Rhode Island Riveters.
All right, fans, it's finally time to welcome to the track your very own Washington, D.C. DC Roller Girls DCAll-Stars. Oh yeah! Let's make some noise. Coming in at number 89, you have Dr.Skabs. At number 8, we've got Frank and Doll. Number 1774 is Hula Girl. 50 Cal is Gunner Down. H2O is Hoover Dam. Number 30 is Lois Slane. Coming in at number 311 is Marion Barracuda. Number DOA is Obituary. Number 3 is Soledad. Number 5 tonight is Suki Slaughterhouse. And wearing jersey number 978 is Yankee Skandal. Number 65M is Velocity Raptor. And at 2AA, we've got battery operated, one of your captains, and 1884 Free Radical is our other captain. Tonight we've got Potomac River at the bench, and your coach is Guantanamo Bay. Welcome to the track, your DCAll-Stars!
Fans, unlike the last bout, this is a full bout. This is 2 30-minute periods with about a 15 or 20-minute intermission in between.
That's right.
Right now, the referee is going to check the girls' uniforms, make sure that everything is on tight, make sure the pads are where they are supposed to be. Also, make sure that they're not carrying any illegal arms, machetes, water balloons, bazookas, kazoos, or anything else that could cause any damage to the other skaters.
I hate it when they pull out one of those kazoos. I've seen that happen. That and a harmonica, it's the worst.
The harmonica incident of 05. Shall we never forget it? I just made Yankee Skandal laugh. My day is complete. I don't know you. This would be a good time to make some noise for the Riveters.
Yeah, we're glad to have them here.
Or maybe DC.
All right, home court and down.
fun does not end here. We'll get an after party later on tonight.
That's right. It's at Irish Chimes down near Union Station at 14 F Street.
You get to drink with Irish people and with Derby girls. How often does that happen?
All right. The teams are looking like they're getting totally psyched to go here. Our referees are finalizing everything. I'm ready for some Derby action.
Those girls are angry. Coming up on the line for the Rhode Island Riveters, we got High Five Crazy Dukes.
Looks like we've got Free Radical at 1884 serving as our first jammer for the DCAll-Stars this bout.
Riveters coming right up. We got Roadkill, Hot Sauce, Hot Apple, Cry, and Cleo Patronize riding that first pack tonight.
The pack is off. Here come our jammers.
Jammers off the line, both move inside the pack, looking for a place to go. That's Free Radical, takes the inside line. She is your lead jammer.
The DCAll-Stars off to a strong start.
Free Radical just found herself a hole right in the middle there, able to come right through on the inside line. Crazy Dukes. Oh, Crazy Dukes is getting called out for cut on the track now, heading off to the penalty box. Gonna leave a power jam for the very first jam of the night for the DC ROLLERGIRLS in this 5 in the sky.
It's a tough break for the Rhode Island Riveters in this very first jam here.
Free Radical has a great stride out there. She knows she's skating on a post. She's setting herself up to try to find a hole. Nice move right there by 2AA battery operator on Cleo Patronize. Big hit on the back of the pack.
This is a fast-moving pack right now. These skaters don't want to give the All-Stars a chance to score, so they're really keeping the pace up high.
Hot Sauce just took Free Radical on a free ride there, taking her out to the outside.
Remind all of you folks in the suicide seats, if a skater does end up in your lap, please try not to touch her. I mean, you know, she'll find her way back onto the track. Those are the hazards to sit in those suicide seats, but respect the skaters.
Roadkill takes a big fall on the back, right back up again.
Looks like Rhode Island's back in the action with their jammer back on the court.
That's it. Crazy Dukes broke on through to the other side. Free Radical right now looking at the backside of Roadkill. Very smart move calling that jam off as she saw Crazy Dukes was about to re-enter the pack. 10-0 now.
That's a strong showing for DC in their very first jam. I think we're going to see a lot of points tonight. It looks like both these teams are going to be very strong.
And now the girl I'd like to call the Lemmy of modern day roller derby, Baby Final Fly on the line for the Rhode Island Riveters.
It's Yankee Skandal, 978. The only one wearing that kind of flirty skirty. It's a battle of the striped socks here.
One more to go. She's looking at the backside of Bleeding Rainbow. Van Rainbow will take her down, swallow her back up inside that pack. Little pile up on the back here with Sweet Tease and Baby Firefly, two teammates rolling it up.
That's always tough.
All the way through, she did get lead jammer status. Hands on the backside, looking at Hot Sauce, gets through, calls the jam off. 3 points up in the air for the DC ROLLERGIRLs. Up next for the Rhode Island Riveters, we got Roadkill coming up on the line.
Looks like Suki Solderhouse, number 5, will be skating for the DCAll-Stars. I want to make one special announcement. The DC ROLLERGIRLs have always made charity a priority, and we give back to our local and global communities. Along with the DC ROLLERGIRLs, you can help people affected by the disasters like the Japan earthquake and Pacific tsunami, as well as countless crises at home and around the world, by making a donation to support the American Red Cross Disaster Relief. Your gift enables the Red Cross to prepare for and provide shelter, food, emotional support, and other assistance in response to disasters.
Suki Slaughterhouse through the pack. No pass, no foul. She did not get lead jammer status. Passed the player out of bounds. You do not get point. You also do not get lead jammer status. Roadkill still has not made her initial pack. Gets through the pack. Calling off the jam real quick, trying to stop the bleeding, and she does, as Suki did not get past another player inside that pack.
That was a smart move on the part of the Riveters. We got Yankee Skandal back on the line again for the DC Roller Girls.
Crazy news.
Barbara Streisand.
Both Skandal and Dukes off the line. Jammer on jammer hit, but jammer the top of the hit goes down.
Yankee Skandal trying to get some help from her teammates there. Rhode Island Riveters really makes a tough game.
Yankee Skandal made it through beautiful lead jammer status. I'm not telling anybody where she is, but I know she knows.
No, she took that pivot down right as she was crossing. Looks to me like the Riveters jammer has her eye on DC though.
0-0, 2-0 up in the sky.
So one of our great skaters, Feral Streak's gonna be walking around. She's got a little jar and a sign, and she's collecting donations for the American Red Cross and disaster relief. You see her coming through the stands? Please give generously.
Ruka A-Salt up there for the first time on the line tonight for the Riveters.
We've got Suki Slaughterhouse jamming for the All-Stars.
Suki doing double time out there. She's been in, I think, 4 of the last 5 jams. The only 5 jams. Ruka A-Salt breaks through on the inside line with the assist from Hot Sauce, able to break through. She is your lead jammer. Ruka A-Salt acknowledges a hit, goes down to one knee, back up on the inside. Beautiful defense right now being shown by DC as they just swallow the top. Suki Slaughterhouse was able to make it out.
We see a lot of action in that pack right now. Some nice whip action there from the Rhode Island Riveters. Ruka A-Salt calling it off after a couple of hits.
3 up on the board for the Riveters, none up on the board for the DC as the Riveters are slowly trying to climb back in there. Baby Butterfly up on the line right now.
And at number 311, we've got Marion Barracuda, longtime DC roller girl.
I just like saying, Barracuda.
Oh yeah.
Baby Butterfly and Barracuda both off the line, both inside the pack now. Looking for that free lane. One more to go is Shamblock and Barracuda going side by side. Barracuda takes that inside line and she is your lead jammer.
Firefly doing her best to make her way through that pack.
DC Roller Girl showing an amazing defense inside that pack. That's where all the action really happens in roller derby.
Soledad and Hoover down, really holding the line there on the inside of the pack, playing some really awesome defense.
Grand slam. Oh, 4 points up on the board. 4 got him on the board.
Quick recovery there from the Riveters jammer.
I said that game by Billy Rainbow, but then she just got taken out by H2O.
That's a real hazard to be an official sometimes.
That was a damn good hit by Hoover Diam.
Indeed. So I'm taking a look with just a little less than 10 minutes of play. It looks like the DC All-Stars Riveters.
Crazy Dukes back up on the line for the Rhode Island Riveters. Is that crazy free radical up on the line?
You betcha.
She's all over the place.
I like those sparkly shorts.
Free radical once again takes the inside line untouched. She's your lead jammer.
Man, I'm telling you, a little sparkle goes a long ways.
I would like to have those shorts tested for sports performing drugs at the end of this bout, please. Gets pushed to the outside by Hussauce, very wisely called off the jam as she saw Crazy Dukes coming up to the inside line.
So far, DC playing some very smart strategies to help maintain and expand their lead. Yankee Skandal lining up for the DC All-Stars.
Leo Patronize up there for the Rhode Island Riveters. First time tonight jamming on the line.
These skaters are bringing a lot of energy here.
Both of these teams' seasons are really built around this bout. Both of these teams are teetering on the fact that they may or may not make it to the Eastern Regionals tournament based on their play here today. And then these two teams are facing each other again at ECDX in only about a month.
That's right. These Rhode Island Riveters are currently positioned at number 10 when the DC All-Stars at number 11. Top 10 teams are going to be in the playoffs, so this is a very critical bout for them.
Speaking of critical lead jammer status now owned by Cleo Patronize.
She's skating strong. I hear a lot of shouting from the All-Stars. That communication in the pack can be very important for good strategy.
Absolutely, the loudest players are the most valuable players inside the pack. The other players can hear them. They almost control. That's why a lot of times you see the girls with the bigger lungs and the pivot on their head.
DC finally skating with a full pack again.
Sully Dad, huge hit right there on Cleo Patronize.
She is brutal. She's one of the most feared skaters in the league. You ask other skaters here in DC who they're afraid of, Soledad is one that's at the top of the list.
I'm afraid of her. That's Sweet Tease coming up on the line for the first time tonight for the Rhode Island Riveters.
Free Radical back there. She picked up a few points last jam, played some very strong strategy. I'm anxious to see what happens here.
It's all in those sparkly booty shorts she wears.
Oh, she's shaking it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, if I only knew.
Free Radical delivering some serious hits to the Riveters as she's making her way through the pack there.
Exactly. It's jammer on jammer action, jammer on blocker action on the inside. Now Hussauce coming in and just giving her the 1-2-3 hit like Muhammad Ali on George Foreman.
Ooh, panini sandwiches, George Foreman.
Gunner down doing an amazing job right now trying to hold back Sweet Tease. Little help from Fury over there. It's 2-on-2. The 2-to-2. Fury's trying to help her open up the line. Sweet Tease finally through and she is your lead jammer.
Almost a minute into this jam. That's how long it took for us to get one jammer through the pack. You can tell that the defense here has been very strong when you see that.
Low scoring game, long time through the pack. Both of these teams are defense heavy. They're definitely working on their strategies against each other right now. This is going to be a long bout, a physical bout.
Now I see the DC All-Stars slowing down the pace just a little bit. They wanted to bring the pack a little bit closer together. They've got one skater in the box right now, so it's to their advantage to keep that pack tight.
It's like a version of open skate right now as they're all just kind of skating around in a circle. Trying to set up a line, trying to find something. Sweet Tease finds the line, puts 4 up on the board and calls off the jam.
This is getting close. Quick check of the score.
I think Yankee Skandal has a crush on me. She keeps turning around and looking over this way every time she gets up on the line.
I don't know. I won't believe it until I see her blow you a kiss.
It's probably the hat.
It's a good looking hat, man. You're working your look.
Crazy Dukes and Yankee Skandal both deep inside that pack. Like I said, that is a physical game inside of there. Yankee Skandal has one more to go with Shelby bruising. Shelby bruising, trying to be the wall of China. Yankee Skandal able to get on the outside. Calls it lead jam.
Yankee Skandal really bringing a lot of energy, moving up and down, back and forth, bobbing and weaving. Sting like a butterfly, float like a bee.
Yankee Skandal's got better foot move than MC Hammer on crack. Huge hit right there, though. A bleeding rainbow. Taste them Skittles.
Oh yeah, she would have stopped that champ quick. Just goes to show how a single hit can make a huge difference in the course of play there. We've got Dr.Skabs up here. Dr.Skabs is a terrific skater, a lot of interesting footwork from her. I often feel like I'm watching figure skating.
You gotta wonder how she ever got picked. Hit it, stab, pick. Baby Fighter Fly up on the line for the Rhode Island Riveters, and we are both ready to go. That's what they call slow derby, folks. Slow derby. It's where both teams come off the line doing absolutely nothing, trying to set up a pace. Dr.Skabs almost all the way through, but got knocked out by Hot Sauce, had to follow her back to the back of the pack. This is like roller derby chess match right here.
Exactly, I see a lot of back and forth action here. Baby Firefly looking a little exasperated, but nevertheless getting some help from her teammates. Dr.Skabs catching away from two of her teammates, and then a second one breaking away to become your lead jammer.
Dr.Skabs coming out of that hit lead jammer status is amazing. That girl was behind 4 players that were not giving her an inch, but she still took the yard.
Suki Slaughterhouse sent to the penalty box. Oh! Skabs calling it off. Right as she saw the Riveter coming around the bend and passed her by.
All that beating, all that brutality, all that blood, no points on the board for either team.
This is definitely some tough action out there.
Yankee Skandal once again. See, I told you, look, see.
Look, she's not gonna flirt with the holy man. Who does that?
Flirting with me. Coming up on the line, also Cleo patronized for the Riveters. Both skaters deep inside the pack. That's where everybody's getting lost tonight. One more to go.
Yankee Skandal's your lead jammer. Woo!
Yankee Skandals has moves like a New Kids on the Block video circa 1987. Her feet are just going in every direction.
Oh yeah. None of this MC Hammer junk.
3 up on the board for DC 25-16 in favor of your home team. 12 minutes left to the first period. Dr.Skabs against Crazy Dukes.
Crazy Dukes always giving that fist bump at the beginning of every jam when she's lined up there. I like that. That's sportswomanship. Dr.Skabs and Crazy Dukes doing their best. Really turning up the heat here. Crazy Dukes taking her points and calling it, shutting it down. The Riveters were able to pick up 3 points that jam. DC's 1. Ruka Assault up for the Rhode Island Riveters. Yankee Skandal
I think she winked at me that time. Pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Bling, allergies, hard to say.
Luke saw this her second time out there tonight. Lead jammer status, very successful on her first jam of the night.
Yankee Skandal is your lead jammer. She's really putting in a very strong showing. Seems like these girls are able to make it through the pack once. It's their second time through when they need to be picking up the points. They're really struggling.
Yankee Skandal definitely has an amazing footwork potential. If you give her the hole, she will find it, she will take it.
Yankee Skandal taking a spill, calling off that jam.
All that work, all that effort, no points.
0 points on the board, that jam. It's a lot of work, not a lot of payoff.
We have had 4 jams so far, no points scored either team. Sweet tease up on the line for the Riveters.
We got Free Radical at 1884. What do you think of this action so far? Are these girls putting on a show for you or what? All right.
Sweet tease and Free Radical off the line. I'm noticing the jammer rotation for DC is just solid. They're not mixing it up too much. They're sticking with what they know.